Good day, good day, good day. Here we are in another lovely day here in Texas. And this time we're going to do a little bit of a reveal. We've got the big blue press from Australia down in Cairns, Queensland, come all the way to Texas. Sent to us by John PEROTT. This time we're going to open it up, we're going to take a look at it, and then we're going to compare it to the STAMOLY press that we've already ran and the LENZI press that we've already ran. So we're going to unbox this little baby, we're going to set her up, and then we're going to compare all three and give you a final analysis of what I like and what I don't like about every press. Since we've been doing this series, we've got Scott HAYWOOD is also making these little bullet chutes. After the bullet ejects, it slides out into a little tray. I'll also provide the information for Scott in case anybody's interested. The first ones he came out with are a little bit rigid. I'll get you some close-up views of these. The new ones are of a new softer polymer. The bullets aren't dented or have any bounce when they eject and slide right into the tray. So anyways, we'll look at those two a little bit later. But anyway, let's get down to this thing and look at the reveal on this little girl. The package comes, like I said, from Cairns, Queensland in Australia. Weighs 17 pounds, or rather 17.1 kilo. I'll let Julius Venus come up with what that is in pounds for us a little bit later, since he's our new mascot. I hope you've all learned to pronounce ogive correctly for the word ogive. So let's see what we got here. So we've got presses from the United States, from Italy, and now from Australia.
Hours later.
And here she is. She's a little bit hefty too. I'm just going to drop this. I'm not going to try to throw that box over my shoulder. So this is kind of interesting. We've had three different types of presses now. The one that we have made by Jeff Pinehart, the STAMOLY, is a C-style press. It's kind of open on the end. The LENZI, as you can see, is an O-style press. And now, from down under, looks like we're going through the whole alphabet. We have an H-style press. So she's got a strap lock here to hold her together. It's got a micrometer adjustment right here. This looks like it'd probably be a stop, so that I guess if you want to cam over or not cam over, you can adjust it with that micrometer. You could probably always see if you're using this for a reloading press, you can probably use that to see how much you size your shoulder back, how you've got your die set up. So this one's going to be a little bit more interesting to use. I'll stop the camera here and get some close-ups of these pictures, and then close-up of these items here, so you can see what they look like up close and personal. And we'll get her all assembled, put together, and mounted up, and we'll see how she works. Well, here we have the press up close. We've got the micrometer adjustment. We've got the two rams. Like I said, this is a H press design. You can see the cams here. Here's the mounting base. Put all these parts together here shortly. Here's the die adapter, stainless, very nicely machined. It screws in from underneath, as you can see, not from the top. So right now it looks like it's set up for 7/8 and this looks like the big body dies right here. Maybe something you could also use for your 416 Barretts and all those other nice big calibers. Here's another graduated adapter. You can see the graduations on there. I'll have to check what that is exactly here shortly, but I will. I believe that may go in there. And this is a shell holder adapter so that we can adapt this press also for bullet making. And I believe this looks to be a primer catcher for reloading. Let me flip this baby over so you can take a good look at the front side. This press is appears to be powder coated. You can still see it's got a little preservative on it, keep it from rusting on its trip all the way from Australia. It's got a pretty massive handle on there. Very, very nicely made. So we'll get this thing set up, put together, and we'll do our final test. Anyways, here's a view of Scott Haywood's little bullet making chute that mounts to the press. And here's the new Scott Haywood bullet making chute out of that softer polymer. They're not called the Speedies. That one just happens to be mine. But I'll get you his contact information, his email, and his phone number. Well, here's something else cool that we just saw now that we were looking at the unpackaged pieces. The press also comes with an adapter where you can mount the press at an angle. And if you remove this adapter right here, then you can mount it straight up and down. So however you like to address it, if you're one of the slow, deliberate bullet makers, you can keep it vertical by just removing this adapter and putting the plate up against the press. Or you can include the adapter, and then you'll have the press angle back at that degrees. Haven't checked what that is, but I will shortly. Anyways, we'll see what happens. Well, I went and got a protractor to check this angle, approximately a 20-degree slant back angle. And we shall see how they eject out of the press and fall out the back. So we've got two presses that drop the bullets out the side, and this one is going to eject it out the back. Like I said, this is one of the reasons I like doing this, seeing how different people approach the same ends. Anyways, we'll start putting this baby together. Well, here we go, folks. We're going to remove these screws. They appear to be Imperial. The 5/16 wrench fits perfect. And we'll see if we can get this adapter plate mounted. I was wondering if I was going to have to make my own adapter, since I always like to have my presses canted back. And I was wondering how this H-style press was going to fit. I was just going to mount it onto one of my plates back here. So we might mount this directly to the table. We've got this little baby on, turn it on its side. And maybe you can see the angle of the press compared to that. Like I said, that was 20 degrees according to my protractor. And now we'll get her mounted up and we'll have some videos here shortly.